Princess Elizabeth was in Kenya when she was told her father had died and that she would be Queen. Just 25, she was greeted on her return by Winston Churchill. He nurtured and guided the young Queen. When he stood down, she sent a handwritten note saying no successor will ever for me be able to hold the place of my first Prime Minister. Her relationship with her next PM, Anthony Eden, was more formal, and she found Harold Macmillan too patrician. But Alec Douglas Home she already knew. He'd been a childhood friend of the Queen Mother, and as a fellow Scottish landowner, they shared a love of dogs, shooting and horses. In 1964, she appointed her first Labour Prime Minister, Harold Wilson. They got on like a house on fire, and he was treated to riverside picnics at Balmoral. The same can't be said of Edward Heath, who took Britain into Europe. He struggled with small talk, but described the Queen as one of the best-informed people in the world. But she got on well with her second Labour PM, James Callaghan, who said she was able to see the funny side of life. But the country was in turmoil, described as the sick man of Europe, and in 1979 the Queen appointed Britain's first female Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher. Thatcher would transform the country, and the two women were only 6 months apart in age, but it was a strained relationship, yet one of admiration and respect. The Queen attended Thatcher's ceremonial funeral in 2013. Queen Elizabeth got on well with John Major, who supported her through her annus horribilis in 1992. Prince Charles and Diana announced their separation. 3 of her children's marriages broke down, and Windsor Castle went up in flames. Just months after Tony Blair swept Labour to power in 1997, Diana was killed. Blair dubbed her the People's Princess and advised the Queen to return to London and honour Diana with a ceremonial funeral. But neither Blair nor his successor, Gordon Brown, were invited to the wedding of Prince William and Kate Middleton in 2011. She got on well with David Cameron, though he apologised for saying she purred down the line when he told her the result of the Scottish referendum. With Theresa May, her second female Prime Minister, they shared a deep faith and a love of the countryside. But Brexit deadlock ensued, and Boris Johnson replaced her to get Brexit done. Ousted by his own party, the Queen met Johnson in Balmoral on Tuesday, 6th of September. He said she was as radiant and knowledgeable and as fascinated by politics as ever. Then she performed what we now know was her last official duty, asking her 15th Prime Minister, Liz Truss, to form a government. At 96, Queen Elizabeth carried out her duties to the very end. Katherine Forster, GB News.